Did we? Oh, no, there was. You guys did a Beatles thing at the...
No, I don't remember this one.
No.
It wasn't this exact thing, but we did a similar concept for
Oh, right. Right, concept action.
What's that? What, this piece? Ha!
Right, I said nonsense.
All right. 2, 3. So the 2, 3, 4. They say everyone needs protection. They say everyone must fall. Yet I swear I see my reflection somewhere so high above this wall. I see my light come shining from the western east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Oh, say shalom. Oh, say shalom. Been Roma. Hallelujah, I say shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Le'alkom. Yisrael v'nu amen. Hear that saxophone. All right, Sherry, let's hear you on that piano. Woo! Oh, say shalom. Oh, say shalom. There's no mouth. I say shalom, shalom aleinu, le'alkom, Yisrael v'nu amen. I see my light come shining from the western to the east. Any day. I shall be released. Any day now, as an outro. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Shabbat shalom. All right. So good.
Amazing.
So good.
We should
So
we
good.
need to freshen up his batteries.
This is
The red
so
light.
lovely.
Oh, Kiki just put fresh batteries in
Yeah,
there.
check the fuel gauge there. Maybe the red light is. Okay, well.
Mark, thank you. Sounds
see
good.
red
I love the,
lights on camera.
the contemplative
Mine's
patch.
red
Sounds
too.
good.
But I have 3 bars.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, check it.
Eric,
It's just-
sweet.
Thank you.
Loved it.
I am totally fine with, I'll just hang out, and then when you give me the signal, I'll come in, do some
You
stuff.
only have 2 bars.
and
I'm gonna get
then
you more
so on and
batteries.
so forth.
I'm sorry, say the...
I'm fine with, we do all our songs, and then you just tell me when to come in, we'll play, and tell me when to stop.
Okay. All right. I may not, like, there's a lot going on, so, like, I'm going to trust your judgment, too. Yeah, just, the main thing is, like, if there's vocal lines going on, don't play over vocal lines unless you're harmony.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I'll just be pushing myself too far.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I'll just riff and solo.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna sound
Craig,
good. Okay. Yeah.
can you switch?
Where is?
It's on 2 bars, so just to be.
Okay. Where is?
Okay. Oh, my God. Stiff as a board.
this mic to pick up the speaker. So,
She said something that would.
well, that's not what she said.
Yeah, I don't like me much either, so I totally get it.
For the Zoom feed. Eric, how's it going? Great.
Yeah, did I right?
All right, I'm doing,
All right.
doing well. This is good that you're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, what
Yeah, let's do it.
people who work with Jazz Angels, what do they do?
A lot of different stuff.
Why don't you play the last one? Just G minor or G major, A minor, B minor, A minor, G. Only 3 chords, and then you could throw in just G major scale. You got this. You got. Yeah. I'm throwing a solo your way, baby. It's happening. Hi there. I am. Of course I do. I've known him for years and years and years.
Michelle, I'm Marilyn Ball. Michelle and my daughter went to camp together. They went to Arizona together.
Oh, wow.
They went to university together.
Yeah, I can totally use
That is so awesome. I love Jewish geography. It's so great. We're all connected.
I've known Michelle
especially right now.
Wow. Yeah, she's. Oh, awesome. That's so great.
my husband Lance.
Hi, Lance. I'm Craig. Nice to meet you too. Shabbat Shalom. Oh yes, yeah. No, her kids went to the camp that I run, and also like the Teen Journey program I do. Like gone through there. So. Yeah, Caleb is a great kid, and yeah, all of them for kids. It's a day camp it's a Jewish day camp for kindergarten through 6th grade, and a lot of them become staff, when they're in the teens and college years.
Yeah, but I'll,
Yeah, no. This, thank you for introducing us. Nice to meet you too. Yeah.
okay. I think we have 4 for that.
Are we live?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I think so.
me, 2 horns, a flute, and a saxophone. I think a guitar. We have a few things going on, but anyway, so let's talk this week, and I'll stop by your camp this week. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So good to see you. Thank you so much for thinking of us. Of course.
Good. Well, thank you. And your playing is so beautiful. I love playing with you, Sherry. It's really fun. Yeah, well, I know. Yeah. Don't trip out. Just have fun.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Just
That's what I'm just feeling it as I go.
good. Feel it and just smile and have fun. That's all. That's yeah. You're doing great.
It's the one I feel so just to be a part.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you get to be. I thank you for being part of it. They cannot leave until they sing. So if they ever want to leave this place, Is your mom? okay with the D?
I'm sure they're on.
No, you can go. I dare you to embarrass me. I dare. I want to see you do it. Just don't humiliate me because that's against Jewish law. But embarrassment, I don't, yeah, not a problem. And are there usually a lot of people that watch it on live stream? Do they just go to the website to get the live stream, or do they have? Okay. Yeah, I invited my wife and daughter to watch it, and my wife's like, I got a friend coming over. I'm like, really? I'm like, come on. Yeah, after 20 years of marriage, that's what you can start expecting. That is. Oh, I hope that wasn't caught on live stream. Honey, if you're watching, which you're probably not, because I just shared that story, but
Yeah, but we both love you.
yeah, we do.
both love you.
Yeah.
give hugs to Nishal, man.
Oh, it makes me so happy to see your parents here. Oh. Yeah. And I'm so glad to be here with you. Oh my goodness. This is like such a treat. I was just thinking the same thing. I know. Crazy. Or at San Diego Park at Camp Tava when you were like 10 years old. You know, I mean, it's so cool. It's really, really cool.
I kind of want to go there a little bit, but I don't. Shabbat Shalom to everyone who's joining us online. We'll get started in just a couple of minutes.
That's okay. I just have to move my.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put the alto away.
Yeah, I don't want to touch
Yes,
it.
they are in fact G. They are. Yeah, they are actually G minor sevens. If you want to go, want to throw in a seven, you know. Shiradash is after. Okay. All right. Yeah, that'd be helpful. Thanks.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's a pleasure to be together here, and for everyone who's joining us online, welcome and Shabbat Shalom. I want to mention that if you are joining us online on Facebook or on YouTube, to place in the chat just a quick Shabbat Shalom, a quick welcome to one another, as one of the ways that we have Shabbat is simply by being with each other. And we know through the magic of modern technology that we can be in different physical spaces, but the same spiritual and emotional space. And so I invite us to bring one another into that by a simple Shabbat Shalom to each other. And also you'll find at our website, tilb.org, at the very top of that page, a link for the live stream. You'll find a slightly higher quality stream there. As well as when we get to the healing prayer for our service, as well as the Kaddish, the memorial prayer, you'll be able to offer some names in that space as well. We'll be able to read those names out loud. Now, there are, I think, a number of things that are remarkable about synagogues. Our sacred communities where we come together, and one of them is generations. The way that we inspire one another, there's not a lot of places where you have multiple generations sitting in the same room. And yet, in our sanctuary, we are here, generation to generation, inspiring one another indirectly or directly. Tonight, we have a special treat. The person who has brought inspiration to my life, and I think is probably tired of hearing me say that I can't overstate his role in my life, is going to bring each of us into a different space this evening. Craig Parks has been playing music and recording for over 20 years, bringing his music and inspiration to people all around the country, and not just hundreds, but literally thousands have been touched by his music and his presence in his role at Temple Solel in San Diego. I myself am one of them. Now, it is not for nothing that Craig tonight asked that as we build a service this evening, that we don't just invite him to sing, but to bring voices and instruments from our community. The members of our sacred community who bring not just their presence, but their musical voices, and I'm using that term very deliberately as well. As that Craig has asked not only that we might play and have our musicians here, and I don't know if I'm taking anything away by welcoming each of our musicians, but welcome and thank you for bringing our service together in this way this evening. But Craig has asked that each and every one of us be a part of essentially the band tonight. And so as we celebrate Shabbat tonight, as we sing together, I invite us to be one instrument, being one song as we celebrate tonight. It is my absolute joy to welcome Craig Parks to this space as we celebrate Shabbat, as we celebrate this beautiful holiday. Craig, thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. How are you guys doing? Are you guys in a decent space, a good space? Are you I hope you all had a good week. But let's do something. There's actually something physiological about taking a very deep breath that actually relaxes us human beings. And given that it's Shabbat and that we all probably had various different types of weeks, let's all collectively relax together. Let's all just take a deep breath right now. All right. So it's very, very strange that I'm here, I got to tell you. And thank you, Rabbi, for the very lovely introduction. We've known each other for many, many years. And since we were both little children, all right, I wasn't a little child, but I want to say this is weird because I grew up as an unaffiliated Jew in the San Fernando Valley, not too far from here. And I never went to synagogue. I never had a chance to be bored as a little kid or anything like that. It was my love of working with kids, yeah, right? And some people can relate. All right. So it was really my love of working with kids that eventually brought me to Camp Tawanga, which is an incredible Jewish residential camp. Right? Do you know Camp Tawanga? Yeah. It's right outside Yosemite. Were you a camper there? Yeah. Yeah, right. It's right outside Yosemite. The Tuolumne River is flowing through it. It is stunning. But what was really stunning was for somebody back then in his early to mid-20s to be immersed in a Jewish community for the first time and see joy, lots of it. Lots of singing, lots of dancing, and thinking, I don't know much about my tradition, but I want to learn more because I want in. I want a part of this. And so if somebody had come to me in college and said, one day you'll be leading Shabbat services, I would have said, what's Shabbat? So it's very strange that I'm here right now doing this, but I am so, so grateful. And there was, we all have that moments in our life where we know that if something just went even a little bit different, the whole course of our entire life would really be in a different direction. And there's a woman here who was present and really is an angel in my life. And the reason why I'm here is because of this woman. Because she was running a religious school at the time. She actually still does for a couple more months. And this was back in the 90s. And she saw me working with kids and and she saw that I had a good connection with kids, and she came to me and she said, Craig, I'm looking for a song leader. I would love for you to be our song leader next year for the religious school. And I said to her, well, that's a really nice offer. You should know a couple things about me. She's like, what is that? I said, you should know, one, I don't sing, and two, I don't really know any Jewish music. Now, most religious school directors, upon hearing that information, would say, thank you so much for telling me. I'll be on my way. But this woman said, you're hired. So I got to combine music, my love of working with kids, and Judaism all in one, and she invested in me, and I became a song leader. And I got to learn with Debbie Friedman and Donnie Mossing and Jeff Klepper and some of the best. And I just want to say this. My experiences of going to services is just incredible. It's uplifting. I've just learned what these Hebrew words mean and the essence of them, the spirit of them. And I'm hoping that tonight that all of us will feel that together. And I just want to remind, I know you're staring at a band, so it's very easy to think, oh, this is going to be like a cool concert or a cool performance. This actually is not a concert and is not a performance. Tomorrow night, hopefully you'll join me. That will be a performance. That will be a concert. Tonight is not a concert. It is not a performance. There is to be no applause. There could be clapping if it's clapping with the rhythm. We love that. But we are not performing for you. We're all the same. We're all just Jews celebrating Shabbat together. And my hope is that by the end of the service, all of us feel transformed, that we all feel a connection with each other because of what we will have gone through. That will be uplifting and beautiful and remind us of the incredible aspirations of us as a people. And that is to pursue much more love and peace and justice and compassion in our world. And the music and our liturgy expresses all of those things. So we're going to start with a tune that is, you don't need to know any words at all. It's a nigun. It's called the Dream Nigun. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie. Try that with, let's hear you. Sounds good. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie. So you might be curious, who was that woman? That was Ellen Fox, who's right over there. And she also happens to be, you might recognize that last name, Fox. She happens to be the mother of our beloved Rabbi as well. And so many blessings because I've gotten to be very close friends with Rabbi Scott Fox as well. And just so many blessings from that moment in time. And if she really had said, thanks, but no thanks, I don't even want to think about what my life would be like, but I'm just so grateful. The next part of the melody goes like this. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Let me hear you sing that with me. Ya lie, 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 lie. Yes. Ya lie, 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 lie. Sounds so good. Ya lie, 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 lie. Back to the first part. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie. Lie. Second part, give it some energy, let's do it. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. sounds so good. Lie, lie, lie. So beautiful. Thank you for singing. Thanks. You guys feeling the togetherness? It's amazing what music can do. In fact, this next psalm means let's sing a new song. And this is, I think, a new song. Has this ever been introduced to the?
Yeah, it's a new song.
This is a new song. All right, cool. This is a little bit of a rocking one. That one was kind of like got us into the flow. Now, are you guys ready to rock? All right, cool. You're ready to rock. Cool. Are you guys ready to rock? Mark is clearly ready to rock. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shiru Adonai, Shiru Shir Hadad. Shiru Adonai, O Haaretz. Shiru Adonai, Baruch Shemo. Masru Meyom Leom Yeshuratu. Unto God, sing a song. Let the whole world, sing aloud. Raise your voice, let the whole world rejoice, 'cause we're all just singing a new song. Unto God, song. Let the whole world, sing along. Raise your voice, let the whole world rejoice, 'cause we're all just singing a new song. Yeah, get your hands together. We are just singing a new song. Rabbi, there's some good rhythm in this congregation. Are you feeling it? Yeah. All right, you're gonna win this something that doesn't happen a lot. It's called the live fade out. Check this. Keep the claps going. A little softer. We did the live fade out. We did it. That was awesome. See, this is Shabbat, right? Getting together, like singing, laughing, having a good time, and just taking that deep breath and just feeling the peace. This is beautiful. Really, really nice. Lecha Dodi. I love Lecha Dodi. It likens Shabbat to a wedding. Not just any wedding, like Jewish wedding. Who's ever been to a Jewish wedding? Yeah? Can you just like say what a Jewish wedding is like? It is like so much dancing and schwitzing. It's just like just so much joy, right? And so this version of Lecha Dodi, I'm sure you probably, yeah. So this version of Lecha Dodi, the first melody you're going to hear, It's one I'm sure you've never heard before, but you're going to notice it's very, very upbeat. Because when I think about Lachad Odin, I think about Jewish weddings, and I think about Shabbat, I just think about joy and just wanting to move and just feel that groove. So I hope that you'll all feel that. And it also is about unity. It's about unification, right? Think about what a wedding is, right? People coming together, and the Jewish people coming together. It's also, this mystical poem is also about Jerusalem coming together as well. So, and the Jewish people with God. So Lachad Odi is about that unification and the joy of what it feels like to be actually unified and not divided, to actually be unified, to feel that and to experience that. Like the way that we can feel it in this sanctuary tonight. You know, like many of you have never met me before, but we're Jewish, and we're coming to celebrate Shabbat, and there is that feeling of connection. Even though we may have never met, there is, like, I feel this feeling of connection, and it's beautiful. And I hope that the music will help you feel that as well. Adonai echad, Ushmo echad, Shem B'Tiferet v'Lechad. Lechad Odi, Kakala, Neshbat Nekabala. Lechad Odi, Kakala. Kabbalah, Shabbat lechubenecha, Habracha, Rosh Mikedem Nesucha, Sof Maaseh B'Mach Shabbat Lechad Dihi V'Kakala. Kabbalah, Lechad Odi, Kakala, Neshbat Ne Kabbalah. Yitzor Be'ri, Yitzor Be'ri. Rise to greet the Sabbath bride. Go Shalom, Hateretala, Besimcha, Sola, Ochemune, Om Segula, Boichala. Kakala, la 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 la, Bnei Shabbat, Bnei Shabbat, Nekabela, la 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 la, Hanuti, la 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 la, la Kakala, la 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 la, Bnei Shabbat, Bnei Shabbat, actually stay standing because we're about to do Baruch Hu. And I love Baruch Hu. You know we're not even allowed to say Baruch Hu unless we have a minyan. That tells us something. It tells us that we need one another. If you ever catch yourself saying, I don't need anyone, I could do this alone, I don't need anyone, you're welcome to that opinion. Just know it's not Jewish. Like, we have to acknowledge we actually really do need each other. And we need to be there for each other when we're in a place of strength. And when we're in a place where we're not strong, we need to allow others to be there for us. It is the Jewish way. The Baruch Hu is a call. It's a call out to our community saying, we're up to some big things here as Jews, right? We want to we want to be a light unto the nations. We want to bring peace, and we want to bring justice and love and compassion to a world that isn't quite there yet. That is not work to be done alone. And so when we call out, we're saying, who's with me? And when we call and respond to each other, we're saying, my Hebrews and Chibos and everybody in between knows, I'm telling you, we've got your back. We have each other's backs. We care. We care about these same things. We want a sustainable planet. We want a planet where every human being, every life form is respected. And for the Baruch Hu, I say, unlike the Shema where we close our eyes, Baruch Hu, keep them wide open and look around. And look around and see the beautiful people who also care about these things. It is, like I said, as somebody who didn't grow up with community, it was a fairly alienated way to go, and it was not one I would recommend. To be in a room full of other Jews who I know we're all committed to these really incredible aspirations, I love looking around during Baruch Hu. I invite you to do the same. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Lie, 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 lie. So Shema, to me, is the most sacred piece of wisdom that exists on earth. It's really interesting. I don't know if you've taken the time to really, really think about it. And again, as somebody who didn't grow up with it, I came to it as an adult. I'm like, why this? Like, why is this the central one? Like, what's it really saying? And then I did my own kind of meditation on it, and I thought, wow, this is really fascinating. It doesn't start by saying that God is one. It ends there. It ends by saying, and I almost feel it like a math equation. It's saying, you want to get to a place of echad, of oneness, of unity, of connection. You want to get there. You want to experience of the divine and what that is like. You can, but there's something you got to do first. It informs us, right? And that is, what you got to do first is you have to Shema. And to me, Shema means more than just like hear, or even more than just listen. It's almost a grabbing by the shoulders, like, hey, pay attention. Like, pay attention to your own heart. Pay attention to your soul. Like, what's in there? What's screaming at you, and what's whispering at you? And then once you pay attention there, don't just pay attention in here. Like, pay attention out there too, people around you. Pay attention to tone of voice. Pay attention to body language. You know, if you ask somebody, hey, how's it going? They're like, I'm great. You might hear the words, I'm great, but you might notice that they said they would slink away a little bit and said, like, I'm great. Like, notice that. Pay attention. Tap in. And when we all Shema in that way, we can start building those bridges of care and compassion for ourselves, for each other, and start building that world and start feeling what it feels like to have echadness, oneness, unity, connection. So I invite you all to just close your eyes this evening and a challenge as we do the traditional melody. It's been around traditionally for 150 years or so. And my hope is that everybody in this space will sing loud enough to be able to hear your voice, but not so loud that you only hear your voice. And if we can all do that, where we can just hear everybody's voice, including our own, something quite magical might happen in here. So I invite you all now to close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4. once we establish that, we say Shema, okay, there's this oneness, we're listening. What is there to do? I think it's very, very interesting. The very next thing, it just tells us, oh, Ve'ahavta. That's what we're to do. Love. Just bring more love into the world.
You may be seated. Page 36. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
We just got done with Pesach. I love Pesach. It's my favorite Jewish holiday. I love the whole concept of freedom and really thinking about like where are those spaces where we're free and where are the spaces where we're not free, and who are the people in our lives who help us feel more free, and where are those spaces where we don't, where we're feeling more constricted. And this is just an incredible piece of liturgy. Even just the word me, it's a question. Free people question. Jews, we question. We're allowed to question. We're supposed to question. We're supposed to question authority when we feel like authority is not really doing things that are quite just or right. So tonight, I want to challenge all of us, because Michamocha does challenge us. One, to be super grateful for all the spaces where we are grateful, and I am so deeply grateful to be with everyone in this space tonight. This is really incredible. But it also challenges us to look at where in the world are people not free, and what can we do to bring more freedom into our world. And I want to just do a little bit of a challenge to each of you tonight. This piece I know you probably have never heard before, but you will catch on at the end. You're going to notice that the musicians, we're all going to like express ourselves freely. And there's going to be a little bit of improv at the end, because this piece is about like we got freedom to express ourselves. And at some point, I'm going to ask all of you to sing and just improvise. And I know right now the little voice in your head is going, I have a terrible voice. I can't sing. That's constriction. That's Mitzrayim, right? And what I'm asking is for us to step outside a little bit, because Mechamocha challenges us. It actually feels good. The little kid in you, when you were a little kid, you sang freely. Somewhere along the line, we got these messages, oh, I've got a bad voice or any of that. We're going to just throw that out. And I really, when I say, all right, everybody sing, just whatever comes out, just let it come out. I know, we're laughing, and good. And if laughter comes out, good, let laughter come out. And if during Michamocha you feel like getting up and shaking your toches, go for it. Like, this really is about freedom and feeling freedom, to just be freely expressed. And when we freely express ourselves, it really kind of gives permission for others to do the same. There's enough constriction in our world. To be able to come together and sing on Shabbat is a beautiful thing. Michamocha reminds us we have this freedom, let's use it. And let's grant it to others too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Adonai lo le'lamayim. Sound of freedom right there. Hey, hey. All right, do it, Barry. Woo! Hey, Rabbi, you ready to take one? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. You have here. Wow, wow, wow. Beyond the ridiculously incredible voice she has, the heart and the soul, oh my goodness. You guys, I don't know if you realize this, but the dream team of clergy exists here in Long Beach. I mean, stunning. So let's hear your incredible heart and soul through your voice. Are you ready to do this? All right. One, 2, 3, 4, go! Yeah. Hey, hey. All right. We've come to that moment of the evening where all of you are going to get to sing. And if you've got that voice here and saying, I don't sing, oh, this is transformation. This is the Red Sea is parted moment, right? We are not in Egypt anymore. So we are going to prove it by having all your voices just sing as loud as you can, all right? You guys ready to do this? I'm really nervous. This is very vulnerable for me to ask. I fear that when I stop music, there's going to be dead silence, but I have faith and trust that here in Long Beach, everyone's feeling the freedom. So let's do it. Unleash the voices. 3, 4, go! One more time. Sounds so good. Go! Woo! Yeah! Hey, hey! How good did that feel, honestly? Did that feel right? Yeah. So you now have permission to sing like that for the rest of your lives. You busted through that voice in your head saying, I can't sing, I don't have a good voice. That sounded so good. Really, really good. Okay. Yes, dream team. Okay. Imagine getting a gift. It's fun to get gifts. Imagine getting a gift. But then you never open it. That would be weird. And yet we have this gift that we get every Friday night. It's this gift of Shabbat. It's amazing. And you're all here, so you understand it. And I just want to say that it's a pretty amazing concept to think that we were the first people to say to the world, yeah, us human beings, we're not designed to go 24/7. Like we need to stop. And just, like, we're working hard 6 days a week to create the kind of world that we dream of. We're working really hard, working with each other to create that world. But we can't just be working to create that world all the time, nonstop. We need to refresh ourselves and our souls. It's that gift of Shabbat, that deep breath, that where instead of trying to create a world, we be in it. And we notice the blessings of it all. Vishamru is that reminder of, oh yeah, we get this. Let's open up that gift. Get ready to clap your hands again. Here it comes. Shamru, B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledotam B'rit Olam. That was really good. That was really, 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 really good.
Please rise as we do the Tefillah, the Amidah, together on page 46. Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chaste Avot ve'imahot, Umevi Geula livnei v'neihem, Lema'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah, Rav le'choshia, Morid ha'atal. Mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishenei afar, bichamocha bal gevurot, umido melach, melech memir umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emanat halehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kdoshim bechol yom yahalelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please continue silently, and when you have finished, you may be seated.
Shalom Rav Yisrael, Am
עמך תשים לעולם. אתה הוא מלך אדון. השלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. אתה הוא מלך אדון. השלום וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל שעה שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. אתה הוא מלך אדון. השלום השלום שלום עכשיו שלום עכשיו שלום עכשיו שלום עכשיו שלום.
We pause now and take a moment to think about, can you hear me? Those in our community who are in need of healing, of body, of mind, or of spirit. And if you have your program, it lists all the names, so you can take it home, maybe even reach out to somebody who's on that list, and keep all those names in your heart. And the names that have been added recently: Odette Armour, Joel Epstein, Art Levine, Nancy Lenzner, Ryan Alford, Leon Blanche, and Favid Ma'ali. If you would have anyone else that you would like to be brought up tonight, please say their names when my eyes meet yours. take all those names into our hearts as we sing this next song together. It's in your program. It's not our usual Misha Berach, but the words are in there, the prayer for healing.
Dear God of our ancestors,
Help us renew our faith.
help us renew our faith.
Grant us a perfect healing.
Grant us a perfect healing.
Bring peace to all our days.
Bring peace to all our days. El Narabanala, Banalanu. El Narabanala, Banalanu.
Restore our strength of body.
Restore strength of body.
Help clarify our minds.
Help clarify our minds.
Refresh our tired spirits.
Refresh tired spirits.
Rejuvenate our light.
Rejuvenate our life. El Narabanala, Banalanu. El Narabanala, Banalanu.
Thank you for all these blessings.
Thank you for all these blessings.
Throughout our days and nights.
Throughout our days and nights,
We celebrate the journey.
we celebrate the journey.
This precious gift of life.
This precious gift of El Narabanala, Banalanu. El Narabanala, Banalanu. El Narabanala, Banalanu. El Narabanala, Banalanu.
Please rise for Aleinu on page 282. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated.
Our thoughts now turn to those in our community who have died in recent days or in this season in years past. It can be a powerful thing to remember those who we have lost. And we know that there is a long practice of bringing their presence in anytime we have a sacred moment. Because those who have touched our lives are not just a part of our lives in the moments that they share with us in those days that they are living, but in every moment afterwards. And so it is at a time such as this that we remember them and we offer love and thanks for their presence and place in our lives. If you are joining us online, I'd like to invite you to share the names of those that you are thinking of in the chat at this time. Together our hearts go out to those who are observing Shloshim, the 30 days after the death of someone near to them. And so as we remember Garth Begler, our hearts go out to Laura Schneider, Eli and Lily Begler, Elsie Begler, Jennifer, Benjamin, and Gemma. And as we remember Judith Ann Pilger, our hearts go out to John Pilger and Sonny Haberman. And as we remember Norma Jean Fine, our hearts go out to Marshall Blasowski and Susan Sklar. And as we remember Leon Fulltime, our hearts go out to Jeremy Fulltime and Gary Fulltime. Additionally, this Shabbat we mark the yard site, the anniversary of the death of Marilyn Aaron, Dan Brick, Josephine Fike, Robert Phil, Mark Fox, Louis Glow, Herman Goslins, Ryan Hamilton, Cecilia Harris, Sandra Hewitt, Pearl Kaplan, Shirley Kaplan, Jean Levy, Joanne Mazer, Irving Sachs, John Saltzman, Dennis Sandler, Frida Schnee, Bill Sweeney, Bill Tauber, and Ernest Wolf. If you are joining us here in our sanctuary and are thinking of someone especially this Shabbat, I invite you to share their name as my eyes meet yours.
Bernard Cooperman.
Cindy Cohen.
We join together on page 294 of our prayer books as we offer these words of Kaddish. I invite us all to rise in body or in spirit. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabba. Be'amad yivarach yirtei v'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'gala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba mebarach leolam olmeil maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnasei. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei d'kudisha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'imru amen. V'osei shalom b'mramav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'al kol yoshvei tibel. V'imru amen. Zichronam livracha. We know that we hold on to the memories of those near to us. And we know so too that they live on in our hearts, and so I invite us to remember that it is a blessing, that even though death can take those near from us, they cannot take them from our hearts. I invite us together to say, Amen.
Amen.
Well, we continue actually before we go on to our next song, and I'd like to invite us to please be seated. We have just a little bit of announcements for this evening. Now, I'd like to think that we all got a little taste of Craig Parks this evening. I'm sure that most of us did not think that we would be we would be coming to services tonight and be scat singing. But if you felt something and were changed a little bit, I firmly believe that one of the things that a sacred community, that a synagogue has to do, even if it's a tiny bit, is make us feel a little bit different, a little bit changed for being a part of it. If you felt a little bit changed this evening, I invite you to continue. We get Craig for the entire weekend. Tomorrow, yeah, we can. Yeah. So tomorrow morning, we are having a special Torah study. We're going to take a look at one particular verse in our text that is deeply problematic, and we're going to go through a journey of reflecting, experiencing, and discussing this particular verse in our Torah. Craig is going to lead us, well, we'll be doing together, but mostly Craig is going to be leading us in a conversation, and there will be music as well. I'm excited for this experience. And then we are getting out of the box again a little bit. Tomorrow, not at 10:30, but at 11 o'clock, we're going to meet at El Dorado Park, and we're going to have a sacred experience. Often in our prayer books, we have all kinds of imagery of natural spaces, and so tomorrow we are actually going to them. We are going to be out at El Dorado Park. There's a great story. I hope you don't mind me sharing this story, that there's a young woman that goes out into the woods every Shabbat. And one time her family member says, well, why do you go to the woods? You know, it's Shabbat. You could find God anywhere. Don't you know that God is the same anywhere? This young person turns to their family member and says, God is the same everywhere, but I am not. Let's be different. Let's transform ourselves. Let's be outside. And so at 11 o'clock at El Dorado Nature Center, we're going to go for a walk. Craig is going to lead us also in not just a teaching, not just a Shabbat experience, but there's going to be a bit of meditation. And I will say that if meditation is new for you, you scat sang tonight. So invite you to come and join us for tomorrow morning as well. There will not be a service here. We are going to El Dorado Park. Saturday night, we are going to have a Havdalah evening and concert sing-along at Wardlow Park. Craig is going to lead us in music. We're going to have fun. Bring a picnic dinner and bring your voices. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is, of the many talents, the reason why I got to have my ears perk up when Cantor Cooper said, you know, there's this really talented person in San Diego named Craig Parks, and I dropped what I said. Craig Parks, yeah. Craig goes around the country and teaches song leading. And so if you want to raise your voice in song, join us Saturday night. It's going to be a concert and song session. And then there's a lot happening this weekend. So on Sunday at 2 o'clock, it is this past week we observed Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day, and so on Sunday we'll have a community-wide Holocaust Remembrance observance at the Albert JCC. So join Cantor Cooper and I at 2 o'clock. And there's so much. I'm always amazed at how much takes place in a week. So I'm going to go through them very quickly, just hit some of the highlights. We have our New Testament study from a Jewish perspective on Monday at 9:45. Amy Jo Levy, and another time I'll share more about her inspiration, but it is a Jewish scholarship approach to the Christian Bible. We have our social justice book group and Tanakh study group. Next Saturday night, not this Saturday night, but next Saturday night, we're doing our Temple Israel Reads One Book program. It's going to be on Zoom. It's been moved to Zoom so that we can all join together for that. And there is so much. And next Shabbat, there's a lot going on. So take a look at your pamphlet. But let's continue this holiday that we've begun together tonight with more celebration. It is with that I turn it back to Craig as we continue our service this evening.
So there's a band that I just love, and I fell in love with many years ago. You may have heard of them. Their rhythm section is Jewish, by the way, and the band name is Fish, and I love. Yeah, all right, cool. And they have this one song that I listen to a lot, and as I was listening to it, it occurred to me that it reminded me of Mourner's Kosh, which we just finished here, in terms of how it views the loss of people that we love. And we have our period of mourning, right? And we have our period of grief, and we have our period, but we're not supposed to stay in there forever, right? Choose life, choose life, choose life. And I love the lyrics in here because it reminds us, one, to never let go of those who have been with us. To never, and we know that life will never be the same, right? And so it has that. But it also has the don't get stuck in that. Because even the people who have passed, they wouldn't want us stuck in that either. And so it's just a beautiful song. And now when I lead services after Mourner's Cottage, I like to play this to remind us all that there is that time for grief, and there is that time to really feel it. But there is also that time to move beyond. And I love how Jewish tradition marks time so we can have that time to feel what we need to feel and to not get stuck as well. And hopefully on the other side, we can all find joy.
Joy's over there in her incredible clothes. She has silver silk shimmer down to her toes. I was doing the best that I can, I suppose. But that little girl dancer eventually grows. She grows. You can imagine all the times that I've tried to uncover the source of the tears that you cried. Throw it away and just go for a ride, and you'd say okay, but you'd keep it inside. I tried, I tried, I tried. We want you to be happy, don't live inside the gloom. We want you to be happy, come step outside your room. We want you to be happy, 'cause this is your song too. I never thought that I could have it so good. You were the song that my soul understood. Time is a river that flows through the woods, and it led us to places we both understood. Be gone before too long. We'll be gone before too long. thought that life was a game, but then somebody leaves us and you're never the same. All the places the people belong to the puzzle, but one of the pieces is gone. It's you. It's you. Joy, it's you. We want you to be happy. Don't live inside the gloom. We want you to be happy. Come step outside your room. We want you to be happy, 'cause this is your song too. In time we'll weather the storm. Inside together you'll see the change. When the sun shines through, we want you to be happy. Live inside the gloom. We want you to be happy. Come step outside your room. We want you to be happy, 'cause this is your song too. 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 Speaking of songs, this one particular song, so that song's for all of us, but this one particular song is for one particular person. So I know you guys weren't expecting this. If you know it, you can kind of like hang on to it. It's in the key of G. Dory, I understand that today is a very special day. Dory, what is so special about today? It's her birthday! Oh, yes. Dory, this is your song, too. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha-cha. I'm a camp guy. I gotta do cha-chas. Happy birthday, dear Dory. Happy birthday to you. Yom Haledet Sameach. Yom Haledet Sameach. Yom Haledet Sameach. Nice harmonies, everyone. Yom Haledet Sameach. Nice, Eric. Very nice. Now, are you influenced by Lisa Simpson? Because I heard some Lisa Simpson riffs in there. That was. All right. Happy birthday. Yeah. Honored that you're spending it with all of us. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. We got a closing song, right? Is that where we're at? Okay. Yes.
It's in your handout. The words are in your handout.
So, this is a Bob Dylan tune that I turned into a Jewish tune, into an Oseh Shalom. And any Bob,
He's Jewish.
He is, yeah, Robert Zimmerman. Yeah, thank you. So any Bob Dylan fans in here? Anybody? Yeah, okay, cool, few. Maybe you're about to turn into one, perhaps. Phew, woo, all right. We are the woo, all right. It has been such a joy to
to sing and to play music and create vibrations and to feel this togetherness with everyone. It really, this is what Shabbat should be. People come and sing and doing all. So, all right. Do you guys want to hear the Rabbi do a solo on this tune at some point? Yeah, and no pressure, but it is your wife's birthday, so the solo should really be good. No pressure.
They say everyone needs protection. They say everyone must fall. Yet I swear I see my reflection somewhere so high above this wall. I see my light come shining from the west unto the east. Any day now, I shall be. So say shalom. Oh, say shalom in Roma. Oh, yeah, I say shalom. Shalom aleinu. They all call Yisrael ve'inu amen. All right, let's hear it from you, Eric. Let's do it. Shalom, oh say shalom, in Roma. Oh yeah, I say shalom. I forgot about you. Shalom aleinu, they all call Yisrael ve'inu. All right, bring it down, band, bring it down. Here we go, Rabbi, do it. Come shining. I see my light come shining from the west unto the east. Any day now, I shall be. Let's hear that bass. Come on. Amen. I shall be. Nice, Paul. Nice, dude. Yes. Let's keep it going. Oh, yes. Okay, now when the guitar goes up, you stop, okay? But keep going, keep going. Well done. Release. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Oh, it's there.
That's good.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Craig. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of our musicians. You were amazing tonight. Oh my gosh. So incredible. So brave. And thank you, Craig.
Yeah, thank you, Sharon. What do you mean? No, come on. You were grooving. It was good. It was all good. That was good. It was fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for your help on all this stuff, too.
Yeah, I was listening to you. I was listening to Paul, trying to follow you guys.
No, it was grooving. It was in there. It was really good. You really did, like, you know, anyway, like, took care of business on getting organized on everything, too. So that was good.
Thank you, Paul.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, way to go, Paul.
You did a great job. I was listening.
Playing it half the time.
Well, you got the groove, you know. It's music, and we just let it work, so music's good.
You're awesome. I could just sit and listen to you play bass all day.
Well, thanks.
Hey, Paul, can you help me move the piano back?
Hey, Rabbi.
The first time. So
It was fun. So, where did Craig grow up? Yeah, I did. 'Cause I grew up in the valley too, so it's like okay, maybe we might have been non-observant Jews together. You know, that's it's like yeah, he might have been the other guy I knew that. Yeah. And then ended up playing. Right. Yeah. So I'll do that. Awesome. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Glad to be part of it. He's a good guy. You know, he's got good stuff. Yeah. A lot of fun stuff. Yeah, what a you know, isn't that neat how that worked out? Yeah. So cool. All right, yes, thank you. Enjoy the birthday, having fun, you know.
Ron, you
Shabbat
sounded
Shalom.
fantastic.
I can barely hear myself, and I'm happy about that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Do you mind actually if I ask you a little bit of
You know, the music was like working and we're all playing and it's all like happening.
he did a great job just leading in.
Yeah, he's good at that. And you have to be flexible. Things might change. You know? It worked out. He knows how to read it, so I gotta ask him one question. Thanks. I gotta ask him one question. Before you go, Craig, thanks so much. So where in the valley were you from? Okay, a little far. I grew up in Northridge. But it was the same, you know, it's like, yeah, we were very Jewish in the whole thing, so it was just when you were saying that, I was like, okay, I was another one of those kids, you know, in that area. I know. And Kelly's husband also grew up in the valley, kind of in the Northridge area. Anyway, so he said that. Oh, thank you. This was fun. I was telling the rabbi, you know, anyway, you're a good guy, good music, and you know how to do it, so anytime you're around or whatever, I'm in, you know.
Awesome.
Make it happen. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Craig. Wow. That was so fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a treat to just play music with you.
Well, you are a wonderful leader. You're easy to follow. You give great direction. connections. You get in such a nurturing way, Craig. Really. And I love it that you started with intention and telling us this and that. Hey, brother.
You got soul in your super band.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Paul. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's fun. Did you have fun? It seemed like you were all having a lot of fun.
I was listening to Paul.
Barry. When I've last heard you play. Because you've been so busy being our audiovisual person, you haven't played in a long time.
Well, I just watched the YouTubes last night.
Oh, right. He was the foundation.
He's good. And how did you choose which drum to bring?
Well, those are two of my favorites. And then it's like, well, okay. And then we were rehearsing, and I just said, well, brushes. Let's try brushes.
Oh, yeah, the brushes were really good.
And what was that thing that was like the stick sound or what? That was cool.
We're just turning the brush around and hitting the side of the
With
cajon
the
with the stick.
stick.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just was bringing it in the way.
Well, it grounded. I mean, it was so grounding. And I was like, okay, there it is. I can hear it. Because when I've been practicing with the music that he said, I'm listening to the cymbals, and then when there were no cymbals today, I'm like, oh, I gotta listen to a different sound.
It was really good, you guys. Were great.
Thank
Barry,
you.
you were terrific.
Oh, very, yeah, it was awesome.
And did we lose our saxophonist already?
Thank you.
Yeah, LBCC student.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, you know what happened, Paul, is he got older. I forgot that he's getting older. That must have felt good. It must have felt very good for Paul.
We were fighting, we found a little group. I'll be in touch. We got it solid. Schedule, probably the date. Filming date thing at Jeff Foxtrot is coming again. No, we're going to be at the Lakewood Club. Not really. Not too long, but actually later there, so I'm going to go.
Thank you, Sherry. That was great. That's great for the piano. Was really, really good.
Yeah, we probably should ask Tom at the beginning because he was so excited to do it in person because he did the last one virtual.
I don't know the songs, and I'm not very good at transposing on the fly. So he said in the email he said that he was going to do it in D minor chord. So just transpose it.
Yes, Lakewood Cracker does.
I'm a little bit late for
I'll let her know. It's affordable. Southside, they got a nice big tent. It's going to be good.
I got the PA for it.
Yeah. Victoria. Thank you. It was fun. It was good to see you. Yeah, it was a neat idea of Craig. Yeah, she was rocking it. It was good. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you. Well, thanks. It was fun. It was fun jamming with everybody, you know. Oh. Well, you kind of had it going in your head, you know. Yeah. All right. Well, that's. You know, that's all that matters. So that's cool. Yeah. We're glad you're here too. Thanks, Joel. But you're always pretty good. I was trying. Pretty good is what I tried to do. We need the fun. Well, thank you. Thank you. This kind of a fun thing. Craig's a good guy. You know? He knows his stuff. He knows kind of how to lead. And, so it's fun. Next thing up is Tully's recital. So tomorrow I'll be working on the music for that. And everything else, yeah. Yeah, I bet in your life, Frank, but I can only imagine. You know, yeah. So, I think it's cool. Oh, yeah, you know. Want to help out, so we'll make it work. And that'll also be that'll be a fun thing. You know, fun thing to be part of. And musically, it's gonna be amazing. So, I'm gonna go to Roscoe's tonight and secure a date for Jazz Angels. Yeah. Eric, yeah, I've known him. He took Kendra's class, so we've known him a long time. Yeah, he's lived in Jazz Angels for a long time, and he offered to help out from time to time. And you know, right? I sent an email and I never hear from him. That's okay. You know. But today he goes, hey, can I do some stuff get my volunteer hours up so I can apply to these other universities? You know, I said, you got it, dude.